Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So Legends Rewritten, about a week ago, I am pretty late to this, did get a pretty big update, as in a lot of small things were changed, especially the mounts. So mounts, as you guys know, have been in the game for a while now, but they were mainly just used to fly around the map, and honestly just were kind of used to look cool just due to the fact that the Z artifact has such a quick teleport. Mounts were never really used that much, but now mounts are actually very effective. Now unfortunately, the only actual mount that I have with attacks is gonna be the Frost Dragon or the Rival Soothe. I have no idea how to say most of their names because they're really hard to say. Anyways, the other three dragon mounts do all have attacks as well, but this is the only one I'm going to be able to show off. But as I said, all the mounts do now have attacks besides the horse, and they also have level systems. So for the most part, from what I have heard and what I have seen with friends, is most of the mounts are now actually pretty effective methods of farming bosses. Now, of course, you're not going to be using it to kill Broly, you're not going to be necessarily using it to kill Meliodas, but a lot of them do have very effective attacks, like the Rival Soothe or the Frost Dragon. People only call this the Frost Dragon, let's be honest here. This one is very nice. It does do a pretty decent amount of damage, and as you can see, you can kind of just cheese a boss because you can just fly next to him and spam freeze him. Like, the Golem is kind of funny. And all of the mounts you can now level up, and of course the higher the level of the mount, the more damage it will be doing and the more health and all of that good stuff. So another small change to the game that did happen recently, and a change in my opinion that is a very nice one, is the change to where the only way you're going to be able to get drops, and the way drops are decided, is by how much damage you do to a boss and or mob on the map. So the way the game used to work was if you were within the vicinity or a party of a player who killed something, you would get drops just as good as the player who did all the work. So what this is going to do is this is going to prevent players from just simply walking around the map and stealing drops from players who are actually, killing the mobs and doing the work. For example, since I am the ones killing these goblins, I'm the only one that's going to be getting gold and drops from them. And if a random player walked by, they would not get anything because they did not help defeat them. So in my opinion, this is a pretty solid change. It isn't really going to hinder anybody in any way. The only thing I can think of is possibly when there's level 100s in the server, and let's say everybody is farming a world boss, it might be a little bit of a problem because the level 100 players might be able to get all the best loot and kind of do the most damage. But I do think that's a pretty small thing. I do think it is pretty fair that the more damage and the more you actually do to kill a boss, the better of loot you will get. Now, another change, and a very small one, is they did rework most of the witches mobs in the castle area. So if you guys recall, these mobs were pretty glitchy, to say the least, for the most part. As you can see, now they throw knives, now they walk up to you and stab you, and they're not really super glitchy like they used to be. They would do their flame attack or whatever it was, and it would not really work. And now, it does work. Game lately has been having a couple of quality of life updates, to say the least. I do think these small changes are very nice. Now, there was also a new mount added to the game, which unfortunately I do not have. I do think I'm going to farm for it. This is going to be the Butterfly Dragon mount. The way you get the said Butterfly Dragon mount is going to be from chests. So it is a very cool mount. It does do a good amount of damage. The way you get it is just random chests throughout the map. Like you get the katanas, it is a random chance to get it. If you get it, you get the egg, and it is the usual system to where you wait 6 in-game days for it to hatch, and then you will obtain it. So another very small change is there is now a new game pass for 2x fishing and cooking XP. Also, the Demon Blessing idle animation has now been fixed, which is a very nice thing. And also, water magic has now been given a dash. Unfortunately, I don't really want to switch out any of my magic types because I have Hero Z and Esper on right now, so I'm not going to be showing it. Hate me in the comments down below, but still, water magic for those who are starting out and just got water will now have a dash animation, which is very nice. Also, now if you press H, you open your mount page. As you can see, I am kind of a nub with only 2 mounts, the horse and the frost dragon. If you had more, of course, you can select from any of the mounts you want, but now you can basically see where they are at. As you can see, I've only done a little bit of mount attack, so my rival sleuth, or whatever you want to call it, the frost dragon, frosty boy, is only level 7. The higher level it'll get, the more health, the more damage, the more speed, the more everything. So overall, I do think this game is getting a little bit better. Indeed, it is becoming somewhat mount oriented, which I do think is pretty fun. The mounts before were pretty useless. As you can see when you come over to the mount shop, there is a lot of mounts. This is going to be the new one right here. And then it's just very, very cool. If you guys don't know, the circus this one is the fishing mount. I still need to get this one. This one is the Halloween mount, which I cannot get. From what I've heard, the Halloween mount is the best one. I do have a friend, CEO Banana, which has been a lot of videos, who does have pretty much every mount in the game. Let me know down below if you want me to wrangle him up for a video so I can show off all of these, but still, from what I've heard, the Halloween mount is the best one. The Frost Dragon is still pretty effective, and same with all of these. What you can honestly do with the Frost Dragon, which I do think is a pretty fun strategy, is you could just have one friend being a Frost Dragon and constantly stun whatever boss you are farming, and then have the other players use magic attacks to take him down, and it will be a very quick and kind of funny method to take down some bosses. Anyways, this isn't going to be a very long video. What I wanted to do was just go over the small changes that have been added to the game, and I do think this game is definitely getting better. There is a lot of small quality of life updates that have been coming out. Anyways, thank you very, very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below what other videos you would want to see for Legends Rewritten, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!